Teaching multiplication to children is no easy task, and believe me, I know what I'm talking about. However, there are certain things about multiplication that, if you know them, can make things a little easier. Now, certainly, I don't have some whipper-snappy thing to teach people how to multiply by 2 or even by 3. But if a kid knows how to multiply by 2 and also knows how to multiply by 3, then we may have some answers for you. Take a look up here. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, so on and so forth, all the way down to 2 times 10 equals 20. Okay. And then, of course, we have 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, all the way down here to 3 times 10 equals 30. But notice how I circled certain numbers here. Okay. Now, what's so special about these numbers? Well, every other number in this sequence is a multiple of 4. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, and 4 times 5 equals 20. So if a kid wrote this whole thing out, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on and so forth, all the way straight down the line, and then picked out every other number here, starting with 4, okay, 4, and then skip a number, and then 8, and so on and so forth, they'd have the first 5 answers of the 4 multiplication table. Now, how do they get the other 5 answers? 20 plus 4, 20 plus 8, 20 plus 12, 20 plus 16, and 20 plus 20. Because isn't 20 plus 4 24? Well, is it 6 times 4 24? It's true. 20 plus 8 is 28. Well, is it 7 times 4 28? That's true. 20 plus 12 is 32. Well, is it 8 times 4 32? 20 plus 16, that's 36. Well, is it 4 times 9 36? It's true. 20 plus 20 is 40, and isn't 4 times 10 also 40? That's true. Same thing with the 3's here. 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 times 5 is 30. Now, what's 6 times 6? 30 plus 6. What's 6 times 7? 30 plus 12. What's 6 times 8? 30 plus 18. What's 6 times 9? 30 plus 24. And what's 6 times 10? Well, 30 plus 30. Now, I know they like you to go all the way up to 12, and you could do that. You can do all the little whatevers. Personally, if you're to do that, well, give me just a second. Well, if you were to do that, you could go up 22, 24, and let's see here. Well, let's just find out if my theory still works. Hang on just a second. By golly, it does. If you were to continue on here, $20 plus 24 will give you also 4 times 11, and 20 plus 28 will give you 4 times 12. Isn't that neat? And of course you can continue this on with your 3's. Well, 30 plus 36 will give you the same thing as 6 times 11. And 30 plus 42 will give you the same thing as 6 times 12. Isn't that a neat little trick? Alright. Well, I think I've pretty much set enough here. Now you say, well, what about 8s? Well, let's just do 8s. Since we've got the 4s, and you write all the 4s out, well, you can do the same thing. 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. So now you got the first 5 answers of 8. 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 24, 8 times 4 is 32, and 8 times 5 is 40. Well, you add the 40 plus 8, you get 8 times 6. Add the 40 plus 16, you get 8 times 7. Add the 40 plus 24, you get 8 times 8. Add the 40 plus 32, you get the 8 times 9, and you add the 40 plus 40, you get 8 times 10. And of course, you can write this stuff down further. And then, of course, you can add 40 and 48 together, and you will get, if I recall correctly, you sure will. 40 plus 48 equals the same as 8 times 11, and 40 plus 56 gives you 8 times 12. And that's mostly your multiplication table. Now the 7 and the 9, that could be a little tricky. Now the 11, take 11 times everything is pretty much easy. Okay? Because 11 is just 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, and then you proceed to 100 and 121, so on and so forth. The 12s, well, you got your 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60, and then once you have your 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60, you can just add 60 plus 12, 60 plus 24, 60 plus 36, so on and so forth. And I'm sure that's going to work. Yeah. So you just add your 60 plus 12, 60 plus 24, so on and so forth, until you get the rest of your multiplication table on that one. So, realistically, this is not too hard. It's just some thoughts to get you to help people with multiplication. Now, I don't really have a particular suggestion for 7 or 9. I do know that in the movie Stand and Deliver, I remember this was a scene where they were going, let's see, 9 times, it'd be 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 would be like 18 or something like that. It was a finger math thing. You can watch the movie Stand and Deliver and you'll see how the finger math actually works. But that one, yeah, I would go by what he says. As for 7, I don't know what to tell you on that. So, but at least you'll have your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, your 5 is easy. Come on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gee. There's a little song about that, so you can memorize the song and you're alright. 10 is easy. It's easy also. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, da-da-da-da. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. Because when you put out the 2 and 3 multiplication table, you can just take the answers for the next set from that set. And I think you've just pretty much seen it for yourself. The answers for the next like 2 or 3 sets is right there. Alright. I guess I'll tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.